There's going to be a pop type music or a street music.
Hey, what's going on? I'm Charles Green, and I just wanted to talk about the difference in renting and buying a home. I just want to share my experience on that. Basically, when it comes down to renting, you basically ain't really building no wealth. Your rent will be, average or low. Well, now the way the economy is, rent is up there, but the difference in that, you won't have no asset. If you're trying to build wealth or whatnot, renting, to me, my theory on that, wouldn't be a good idea. You should really consider buying a home than renting. And plus, a lot of times these days now, you have to really pick the right landlord too to rent from. Don't just rent for anybody. Everybody's not a landlord. I'm going to just put it out there. Everybody is not a landlord. And the reason I say that, because I seen my mother go through some things dealing with landlords. And not all of them, but a nice amount of them, they ain't wanting to fix nothing. They expect you to come out your pockets to fix something that is theirs. That's their responsibility, not yours. But guess what? They got their hand out for that money though, each month. They make sure they want to collect that rent though. But they take their precious time keeping the update on their homes. They take their precious time fixing on stuff. And you don't want to be having to deal with that. Pick the right landlord that really cares about his tenants. He or she cares about their tenants. That's the type of landlord you want. That ain't gonna have you just renting anything. We work hard for our money to be just giving it away for nothing. We work too hard. But that's the cons to renting. You need to pick the right landlord. Don't just go with any landlord. Plus, you can save money when renting. You can save money if you want to set you a goal to buy your own home. Renting, even though it's not, you can't build wealth when you're renting because you need an asset. And you ain't getting no, what they call it, I can't even think of the name now. In the home, it's a, you won't have no property to have value. What I'm saying, when you renting, and on the like I said, the pros to renting, the pros to it, you will be able to save. You can save and budget. And all you gotta do is set you a goal. If you want to become a homeowner, first time home buyer, save some money and to make that switch. Now, being a homeowner, which I am a homeowner. You want to the cons. I'm gonna go ahead and give you the cons. The cons to that, you got to come out your own pockets. When things need to be fixed or worked on around the house, you're responsible for your own home, which makes sense. That's common sense. You're responsible for the upkeep of your home. Now, the pros to that, when you add on to your home, whether you put a garage out there or you add another room to your house, having another room built on, added on like a den or a bedroom or an office or whatever, it makes the home goes up in value even more. And that's a great thing. And that's an asset for you too. That's an asset. So anytime you decided that you want to sell it, you can do that. If you want to sell it or keep it in the family as long as you can. And just make sure, one thing I learned, you put your home in a trust fund. I truly believe that you won't be able to have to pay no taxes if you got your home inserted into a trust fund. The property tax will be no longer. That covers that. That protect from being taxed. You protect it when you got your home into a trust fund. But yeah, that's the benefits of being a homeowner. That whenever you feel like you want to sell, you could do that. That's how you build your wealth. If you want to turn it into a rental property, you could do whatever with your home. Once you pay it off, or you could refinance it, and you can refinance it. It's a word I'm looking for, but I can't. It's at the tip of my tongue, but I can't pronounce it right there. But I'm gonna put it up there. But yeah, that's the difference in renting and buying a home. And I love being a homeowner. Hey, man, you could save a whole lot. You could build some real wealth being a homeowner. Save a lot of money, especially once you pay the home off. Once your home is paid off, and you could do this less than 30 years. Say if you got a 30-year mortgage, you could pay this less than 30 years. It's all up to you. The same way when we buying a car, when we first finance a car, and you put more than what you actually pay each month. You put more on it than what you actually pay. That helps to knock down the payment quicker. And you can do the same thing with your mortgage. The same thing. But the thing is, to be able to do that, you got to make sure that you ain't outside your budget. That you can able to keep up, with everything. So even if you had to what I'm looking for. Even if you had to cut some things off, like eating out. If you eat out a lot and you got to cut that down some. If you got a few subscriptions that you pay each month, cut that down some. To, so that way that you're keeping up with your mortgage, you could put more on your mortgage to knock that payment down quicker. So that way, let's say you pay it off within 10 to 15 years. Or 17, 18, or 20 years, however. It's all up to you, how much you want to, put on your mortgage. That's all it is to it. And if I left out anything, let me know. But you can also Google this for yourself too as well. I had to teach my own, I had to learn some stuff on my own. The stuff that I'm sharing with y'all is what I learned. Y'all can do the same as well. Don't just take my word for it, but, each one teach one. So that's what I wanted to share with y'all. And I ain't going to be too long on this. But, yeah, to me, being a homeowner, can't go wrong with that, especially if you're trying to build wealth, create generational wealth. You want to pass something down to your family members, then you'll have that right once you pay it off. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you pay it off so it could be completely yours. And like I say, you pay the property tax on it for a little while, but you can also put it in a trust fund that'll help out that'll cut out that property tax. And like I said, you could turn it into a rental property. You could turn it into an Airbnb, whatever you want to do with your home, or sell it, whatever you want to do. But equity, that's it. Once you, being a homeowner, you could leverage equity to build some wealth. That means you could take out, if you've been in your home and for like 5 years or more, 5 to 10 years, however, 6, 7 years, you can take out equity. But make sure it makes sense now. You can take out equity. You can get line of credit from it. And you can use that money to go and buy another property that you could turn that property that you go buy, turn that into a rental property, And that way you got 2 properties then. You can stay in one and be renting the other one out. That'll be bringing you some income that way too as well. But like I say, check more into it. Go to ChatGPT. It tells you a lot. Google tells you a lot. Don't just take my word for it. But these are the things that I learned. And I'm sharing with y'all. And yeah, and I'm going to be having an offer going on soon. People that's dealing with diabetes and weight management, having a hard time losing weight. You don't know where to start at. I have a product called Captivita. But check out my ebook. My ebook is on Amazon. The link is in the description box. The Amazon link is in the description box. My ebook is only $4. And this is the offer. You buy my ebook, I give you one bottle Captivita for free. You buy my ebook, you get a bottle Captivita for free. And let's support each other. Let's support each other. And you can check out my LinkedIn page on Facebook. The link is in the description box as well. Like I say, let's help each other, support each other. On that note, I'm going to end this. Y'all have a blessed night. Have a blessed night. I love each and every one of y'all. And
now, is this going to